Hello there once again, and welcome to the Talking Shit Podcast. As always, I'm your host, the Film Snob. We've got some Wonder Woman news coming up after this. First, we're going to talk about Variety is reporting that David Fincher is close to making a deal to direct World War Z 2. Brad Pitt, of course, is set to come back. The movie hasn't officially been greenlit yet, but it is expected to be soon. Some outlets are already reporting that he is signed on. It is still in the finalization, but pretty much all but done. World War Z, of course, was a big hit for the studio Paramount a couple years back, even though it went through extensive reshoots. Hopefully the combo of Fincher, Brad Pitt, and zombies will be a winner for Paramount in this case. Otherwise, maybe it's too little too late, considering it's been a couple years since the last film. And in this day and age, 2 years is too many. But I'm sure you'll be hearing more about that here in the next couple weeks. In other news, some people have been noticing that the advertising for Wonder Woman has been pretty much AWOL and non-existent. You have a movie that's roughly 5 weeks away from being released, and we have yet to see any real major push for this film. Now, I'm sure if you think back here the last few weeks, you've been seeing a lot of Guardians of the Galaxy and even Alien and a few other things. Well, those movies come out beginning and end of May. The first weekend of June is when Wonder Woman comes out, and generally around this time is when a studio will kick their advertising machine into motion. Now, some are saying they're just waiting for the Guardians of the Galaxy campaign to calm down, and that's very possible. Others think, though, that they're saving their money. They're not going to spend the kind of money that they spent on Suicide Squad and Batman v Superman for advertising when it comes to Wonder Woman, because she's not a tried product already. She's never had a feature film before outside of cartoons and the television series. Wonder Woman hasn't had a film yet, and outside of Supergirl and Catwoman and a few of these other female-led superhero films that you have out there, that they haven't performed well. And until we see how Captain Marvel performs for the Marvel films later down the road, and if they decide to do a Black Widow movie, this is going to be a real litmus test to see how this movie does, and it's not tracking to do very well, and that could be another reason why WB is not wanting to spend the money on the film. It's looking at having a very, very low opening weekend, which is very shitty for a movie opening up the first weekend of June. Maybe we'll start seeing some ads here after the next weekend when Guardians blows up. Maybe not. Maybe we won't start seeing ads until about 2 weeks ahead of time, in which case that's not a good sign. There hasn't been any reports of any screenings done at all, so that's also bad news. So we'll see how this goes. I'll keep you posted. Let me know what you guys think down below, and as always, keep talking shit.